Okay, let's talk about the future, specifically 2026. By then, cyber threats are going to be moving at a speed that's just, well, it's beyond human. We're talking about attacks that can launch and spread across the entire globe in just seconds. So, how do you even begin to defend against that? You need a defense that's just as fast, if not faster. And that's where AI comes in. And listen, it's not just another tool in the toolbox, it's becoming the very core of cybersecurity itself.
I mean, just think about that for a second. The modern battlefield, it has no borders. It's not about land anymore, it's made of data. That front line isn't some physical place on a map. No, it's the data that runs our banks, our hospitals, all of our critical infrastructure. And in a battlefield like that, everything is a potential target. The stakes, they've literally never been higher.
And that brings us to a really stark reality. For human defenders fighting on their own, this cyber war is fast becoming unwinnable. I mean, the sheer scale and the cleverness of these attacks have pushed all our old methods to their absolute breaking point.
So let's talk numbers. We're talking about millions of alerts every single day. That's the core of the problem right there, the sheer scale. Imagine being a security analyst. You're just flooded, completely swamped with potential threats. You know that old saying, finding a needle in a haystack? Well, this is way worse. It's like trying to find one specific malicious needle in a haystack that's made up entirely of other needles. It's almost impossible.
And here's exactly why we're hitting that wall. I mean, think about it. Human analysts, they get tired. Just a fact. 24/7 vigilance leads to fatigue. And we just can't process that much data at machine speed. It's not possible. Malware is evolving so fast, it's getting ridiculously complex. And because of all that noise, those really important subtle patterns, they get missed. It's a recipe for disaster.
So, what's the answer? We clearly need a totally different way of thinking about this. We need a system that can learn, adapt, and protect all on its own. It's like we need to build a digital immune system for our networks. And AI, that's the key to making it happen.
And this right here is the whole ball game. Think about your own body's immune system. It just knows what belongs and what's a foreign invader, right? Well, AI does the exact same thing for a network. It learns its unique rhythm, its normal, healthy pulse. And the moment something deviates from that baseline, bam, it instantly knows something is wrong.
So how does this actually work in the real world? It's basically a three-step dance. First, the AI just watches and learns. It figures out what normal looks like for your specific network. Then, step 2, it keeps a constant eye out, spotting any weird behavior, any anomaly that doesn't fit that normal pattern. And finally, step 3, it acts. It doesn't wait for permission. It just neutralizes the threat in real time. We're talking zero-day exploits, new malware, often before a human even knows what's happening.
Now, you might be thinking, does this make human analysts obsolete? Absolutely not. In fact, it's the opposite. It makes them way more powerful. Think of AI as the ultimate co-pilot in the Security Operations Center. The AI is the one handling that insane fire hose of millions of alerts, filtering out all the noise, and even automating the first response. And what does that do? It frees up the human expert to do what humans do best: deep investigation into the really tricky threats and making those critical strategic calls.
And you know, its toolkit goes way beyond just watching traffic on a network. AI is on the front lines doing some incredible stuff. We're talking advanced malware analysis, dissecting code nobody has ever seen before. It's powering next-gen biometric security to protect our identities. And get this, it's getting scary good at spotting sophisticated phishing attempts and even those AI-generated deepfakes.
Okay, but here's where the story takes a critical and, honestly, a pretty scary turn. This amazing technology, it's not just for the good guys. The attackers have it too. And they're using it to build a whole new generation of smart, automated threats.
And that leads to the one question that probably keeps every security expert on the planet up at night. What happens when the enemy is armed with the exact same weapon? What do you do when you're not fighting a person anymore, but an AI-powered attack that thinks, adapts, and actually learns from your defenses?
This right here is the new digital arms race. It's a perfect mirror image. For every single defensive AI tool we build, there's an offensive one to match it. So while our AI is hunting for anomalies, their AI is generating brand new malware on the fly. Malware that literally changes its own code to avoid detection. While we use AI for identity verification, they're using it to spin up hyper-realistic deepfake scams. It's not human versus machine anymore, it's algorithm versus algorithm.
So if just reacting to AI-powered attacks isn't going to cut it, what's the next move? Well, we have to get ahead of them.
The next evolution in this whole fight isn't about being faster, it's about being smarter. It's about prediction. This is a complete paradigm shift. The whole goal is to stop just playing defense. It's about acting before the attack can even start. How? By using AI to look at global threat data, see what the bad guys are up to, and then look at your own network to find the weak spots they're likely to hit. You predict a punch, and you block it before it's even thrown.
So let's just walk through what that looks like in practice. Imagine this. At 9 a.m., the AI predicts a certain type of attack is probably coming your way, based on trends it's seeing around the world. An hour later, at 10 a.m., it's already scanned your system, found a weak spot, and suggested a patch. So when the attacker finally makes their move at 11 a.m., nothing happens. The door was already locked. The whole fight was over before it even began.
And this all leads us to the ultimate endgame: fully autonomous cyber defense. We're talking about a system that doesn't just suggest a patch, it just goes ahead and applies it. A system that doesn't just block an attack, but can actively hunt down any hidden threats and repair the damage, all on its own, without a human having to lift a finger.
So let's just step back and bring this all together. We've gone from a world where humans are chasing down threats to a world where AI systems are battling each other at machine speed. And make no mistake, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is our new cyber reality.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? AI is not just part of cybersecurity, it is the future of cybersecurity. It's not just some fancy add-on anymore. It is the battlefield. It's the weapon, and it's the shield. For anyone who works in this world, or even just cares about it, understanding AI means you understand where all of this is heading.
And that leaves us with one last kind of mind-bending question to chew on. In a war that's being fought by these autonomous AI systems, who's really in control? When these things are making decisions to attack or defend in a microsecond, who or what is actually making the final call? Something to think about.